welcome back to another episode of All Access with the Profs live from Bozarth Hall. This is the final episode of the fall semester here at Rowan University. I'm Cal Guno.
And I'm Spencer Reyes.
And Spencer, I mean, we've had a great season so far. We've had a lot of exciting things going on. We've had NJAC championships for our Rowan teams. We've had hosting a national title. And now we've got the winter season in full swing. I mean, what are your favorite moments from this season so far?
Definitely Final Four field hockey. I know it was only about a week and change ago, almost 2 weeks, but that was awesome to be a part of.
It was so much fun, Spencer.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to cover them for RTN, all the different outlets at Rowan, and our teams were so successful. I know we had a ton of fun, and I mean, I can't wait for spring semester and fall semester, so we've got a lot to be excited about. And we've got a whole other season of All Access to go for the next semester, so it's got to be a lot exciting. But we'll get started with the stuff going on right now. Let's get started off with basketball. The women's basketball team picked up their 4th win of the season last night when they beat Penn State Berks 94-33 inside SB Gymnasium. It was a dominating end-team effort and the most points the Profs have scored all season. They started the game on point and continued to lead by double digits throughout the game. 14 different players scored, including a game high from Nicole Mallard, who had 13 points and 3 rebounds. Kate Herlihy and Savannah Holt each dropped 12 points, while Maya Middleton had 11 points and 4 steals in her first career start. Dakota Adams grabbed 19 rebounds and added 6 points. The Profs were on fire from downtown, shooting 35.3% from 3. They had 25 assists and 24 steals in the commanding win, and they will continue with their conference play tomorrow when they play William Patterson inside SB at 1 p.m.
Now, staying on the same tune of basketball, the men's team wasn't able to dominate the lines like the women's team did last night, but they did edge away with a win of 87-82 as the final score against conference rival, the TCNJ Lions, this past Wednesday on November 30th. Rowan improves their overall record to 3-2 and an NJAC record to an undefeated 2-0 thus far. Junior Marcellus Ross scored 19 points, and 9 of them coming from the foul shots, and 6-man Josh Wright scored 18. Both teams were tied at 33 at halftime and started to divide that score percentage for the second half. The Profs were down by 4 with 5 minutes left and came back to have an 11-point lead against TCNJ. The Lions cut down that lead, but the win was secured by Ross as he hit the final 2 shots at the free throw line with 37 seconds left to go. The Profs are now on a 3-game win streak and will continue their conference play on Saturday when they host the Williams Patterson Pioneers at 3 p.m. on Military Appreciation Day.
The Rowan men's swimming and diving team has won 3 in a row, including a huge 137-60 win over William Patterson. The Profs now sit at 3-1 with their only loss being to NYU. Against the Pioneers, freshman T.J. Majerski won 3 individual events, and he grabbed first place in the 50 backstroke, the 100 breaststroke, and the 200 IM. Majerski also continued to the success of the 200 medley relay. Another freshman, Henry Lynch, picked up a pair of wins to help Rowan grab their second NJAC victory of the year. Lynch had top times in the 50 free and the 50 fly. The Profs are currently competing in the WPI Gompai Invitational at the moment, which will take place until Sunday, December 4th. Following the WPI Gompai Invitational, the Profs will face NJAC opponents Ramapo on January 14th.
Rowan's women's swimming team also performed really well, as well as the diving team. And they're on fire after winning their 3rd straight match in the 2022 season, improving the record to 3-2 after losing 2 in a row to New York University and NJAC rivals, the Kane University Cougars. The Profs win by a total of 132-78. Alexis Kidjob and Molly Kleindist each won 2 races. Kidjob took home the 200 IM and the 100-meter breaststroke, while Kleindist won the 200 and 500 freestyle races. They look to hear this hot streak today at the Worcester Polytechnic Gompai Invitational and will continue through Sunday, December 4th.
Although the fall season is over here at Rowan University, the Rowan Profs are still racking up the awards from their stellar performances this season. This past season, senior captain and goalie Abby Hainsworth from the field hockey team took home the NCAA Elite 90 Award when the Rowan hosted the Final Four for field hockey. This award is given to the student athlete with the highest GPA participating in the Final Four. Christina Castagnola and Bridget Guyan of the field hockey team were also named to the NCAA All-Tournament team. And Castagnola was recently named the 2022 Region 5 Player of the Year. She was one of the 5 players from Rowan field hockey team to be named to the NFHCA All-Region team. Although the Profs got eliminated in the Final Four, they went 21-2 on the year with back-to-back trips to the Final Four.
As far as the academic all-district teams, 5 men's soccer players and 4 women's soccer athletes were named to their respective teams, as well as 3 football players and 3 women's volleyball members. Callista Burke, goalkeeper for the women's soccer team, was named to the United Soccer Coaches All-American second team, as well as senior volleyball outside hitter Natalie Ogden was named to the AVCA All-American team after leading the profs in kills per set, and double-doubles this season. She will graduate as the all-time leader in attacks with 3,367 and second in kills with 1,134. All in all, 38 players from all of our fall sports teams were named to the NJAC All-Conference teams, along with 5 NJAC championships and 70 weekly awards so far. This season was a first for many teams here at Rowan University, and it was an honor to cover these inspiring athletes here at Rowan and Glassboro. With that being said, we look forward to the spring semester and Roll Profs. We'll be back with more All Access right after this short break.
I'm Sam Prince with your Pro Sports Talk. Tonight in the NBA, the Kevin Durant Brooklyn Nets will play the Toronto Raptors tonight at 7:30 p.m. in Brooklyn. And the Joel Embiid-led 76ers will travel all the way down to Memphis to face the Ja Morant red-hot Memphis Grizzlies tonight at 8 p.m. And the NFC East, it's a revenge game this weekend for Eagles wide receiver A.J. Brown as he plays his old squad, the Tennessee Titans, and the Titans will be led by King Henry on Sunday. The New York Giants will be facing off the red-hot Washington Commanders this weekend. If the Commanders get the win over the Giants, Commanders quarterback Taylor Heinicke will be getting himself a pair of blue Jordans. And it's up to Brian Dable to lead his team to stop the Commanders and take control of the second wildcard spot in the NFC. After all the games on Sunday afternoon are over, the Dallas Cowboys will be facing off the Indianapolis Colts in prime time on Sunday night. I'm Sam Prince, and that was your Pro Sports Talk.
Welcome to another segment of All Access, where we kind of get down to the nitty-gritty and get into some discussions of all sports. I'm Spencer Reyes, joined here by Josh Counts and Rob Opdyke. We're going to start with you, Rob. Where should OBJ take his talents to, and what team makes the most sense, and why?
Well,
I feel like I know what you're going to say here.
I mean, I love this question right here because we all know where he's going. He's coming home, baby. And I know you may think home may be New York Giants, but no, home is the Dallas Cowboys. Listen, Josh, his father's family's there. Warm weather, indoor. Jerry Jones loves him. Dak loves him. The Cowboys love him. He's coming home, baby. And I don't see him going anywhere else. Not to mention, we put him in the best situation to win another Super Bowl. Now, listen, people say the Bills, people say the Giants. Giants, come on. Are we kidding ourselves? The Giants aren't doing anything this year. The Bills, yeah, obviously the Bills are a good team. They're going to make their run. He's not going to play up there. You see the snow they got a couple weeks ago? You think OBJ's knee is staying healthy up in that snow? No shot. He's coming home.
The only two things that the Dallas Cowboys have is the cheerleaders and that they play in Texas where there's no state income tax. So that's pretty much it.
That's another reason he's going to come. No state income tax. That's a great. That's another point.
Why
Great point,
are you
Josh.
helping him out?
No, I'm just trying to
point.
point that out.
And I'm sure I love watching
Why
the
you cut me
cheerleaders.
off? Why you cut
I'm
me
sorry.
off?
You just gave me
You
two
gotta
more
let him go.
points.
You gotta
Why
go.
you cut me off?
You gotta let him
I know
go.
you're scared, but
You
you're
gotta
like,
let him
I gave you your time. It's my time.
Get to your point. What do you
My
got?
point is, it's the Buffalo Bills. The Dallas Cowboys are a legit team, don't get me wrong. But they always be the same team. A team that can get up there, but that's always going to choke. The Buffalo Bills are the best team in the NFL. They're built to go anywhere and win on the road. They can win at home. OBJ wants another championship ring. Go with Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs and tear up the NFL. That's the best decision right there. You want a championship? You want legacy? Because let's call it. Come on, bro. Everybody wants some more championships.
Everybody wants to play for the Dallas Cowboys.
And what does that
Everyone
get
wants
them?
to play on America's team.
I don't know about that.
What does that get them? Because Jerry Jones only sets you up for the future, bro. He ain't setting you up for your NFL career.
You're telling me out of any Cowboys team in the past, this one doesn't have the best shot to go do something? You know,
They always had the best shot.
The Bills, not the best team in the league, by the way. Not the best team in the league.
So they ain't had the best shot when Dak Prescott and Zeke Elliott had that breakout year and had the number 1 seed. What happened?
Oh, they were rookies.
Aaron Rodgers went in
They
their
were
building and
rookies.
killed them.
They were rookies, all right?
So now
this is a well-seasoned and marinated team. They're ready. This is the time.
It's always
And Odell Beckham's going to come to Dallas, and we're going to do it this year. This year, look what happened to the Rams. All right? Last year, they have Cooper Kupp. We have CeeDee Lamb. They had Robert Woods before he went down. We have Michael Gallup.
The Bills have
OBJ, come on, baby.
Listen,
Come on over, baby.
I'm going to put
Are
a
you
dagger in
serious?
it.
No, bro.
Cowboys aren't that good. Cowboys are nothing, but let's talk about something that's more interesting than that. Basketball.
Fine,
So
let's
basketball's
go.
coming up and down this year, right? The West looks pretty good, but they also look pretty bad. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so the West is interesting this year. It's up for grabs. I mean, anyone could really take it.
Yep.
I mean, the differential between like the 1 seed and like the 10 seed is only like 3 or 4 wins. So I mean, you have those. I mean, the Warriors are struggling this year. Who's the top of the West right now? The Suns.
They've been balling. Devin
respect that.
Booker has been balling. Had a 20-25 game, bro.
Yeah.
He's in
And Chris
20-25
Chris
shooting.
Paul's there too. You know, he's probably got some other things on his mind right now. But
Kanye.
yeah, well, that's
and Kim
another,
K.
that's another story. But anyways, but you know, the West is very competitive. I could see the Suns dominating. I mean, the Warriors are still behind in the standings. They're obviously gonna come to their own. You know, they're too talented to stay that far behind in the standings. So, you know, we'll see what happens.
I like the Suns pick with the way the Suns have been playing. DeAndre Ayton ball and Devin Booker is probably a possible MVP candidate this early in the season. I'm gonna give a couple of teams out there. I like what I see from the West. John Morant developing is getting better. Luka probably if the MVP if I had to pick an MVP right now, it would be Luka the way he's been balling. And I'm also going to go in the Pelicans as well because Zion with CJ McCollum has been good and Brandon Ingram. That's a great combination right there.
Yeah, 100%.
Let me ask you this. Over under, how many years does it take for him to get back to what, 250, 300 pounds?
Whew. Good question.
Yeah, over under. What do you got on that?
He's back. He's back.
I mean, he was fat when he was fat last season. He cut down pretty quick.
A lot.
So I'm trying to get on that Zion diet.
Get the NOLA.
I have to agree with that one. I like the Pelicans, but I mean the Celtics. I mean, they're just so dominant. I mean, they started so slow last year, and obviously everyone knows, went to the championship. Obviously lost to the Warriors, but I mean, this 18-4, I think they are right now with this new head coach. You said Luka for MVP. Tatum's not far behind. If number one, he dropped 49 the other night. So I mean, it's very competitive. You got the Bucks right behind him. Cavs are having a breakout year. Donovan Mitchell balling. It's a really interesting year. It's really nice to see the competitiveness that you don't have those super teams anymore. You know, it makes it more interesting to watch, and it's just a better experience for the fans.
Boston is awesome, and I like what Jason Tatum has done this season. And like you say, I think he's second in MVP voting to me. Where he had, obviously we all know about the terrible performance he had in the finals against the Warriors. A lot of people was giving him a lot of doubt and questioning him. He's came out this season, balled out, possibly an MVP, possibly could win the MVP when it's all said and done if he stays healthy. New coach, especially off the controversy with Ime Udoka, well, that's a whole nother story. I also want to get in a couple of names that you brought up. Donovan Mitchell, love what he's done with Cleveland. I thought Cleveland. I'm a Knicks fan. I wanted the Knicks to get Donovan Mitchell, and now he's helping out Cleveland going to the playoff. And I'm also going to throw Brooklyn in that situation. And I know it's a lot of stuff going on with Brooklyn, but let's not forget they got the best player in the world, Kevin Durant. Kyrie Irving finally seems to. If so, Kyrie Irving is to stay out of any controversy.
Let's not talk about Kyrie. I know you guys talked about MVPs. Let's segue into the next segment of bets of the week. Not to cut you off, but no Kyrie.
Who got Ben Simmons been playing better as
Go to
well.
the bets of the week.
Ben
All right.
Simmons been playing better, but go ahead with the bet of the week.
Listen, I love this segment, but I think I might be like 0-8 on the bet of the week. So listen,
pick it
whatever
up.
I say right now, take the opposite. I'm letting you know right now. I'll go Titans +5 against the Eagles. Listen, the Eagles have not been too impressive as in late. They lost to Washington. They barely beat the Colts. The Colts should have won that game. Oh my goodness, I don't
They
know.
should
Get
have.
into that. And the Packers were right there too with them. The Titans are too disciplined of a team to not bounce back after losing to the Bengals last week. So great coaching there. I can see the Titans not losing that game by much, if losing at all. Also got another one. I got Miami +4.5 against San Fran. When Tua plays a whole game this year, they're undefeated. So, I mean, the Dolphins continue to put up big points every week. The 49ers are loaded as well, but right now I take Tua over Jimmy G. Although Jimmy G is balling right now. Nah, I got to take Tua. Listen, the dude, I just said the dude's undefeated when he's healthy. So,
That's tough.
see what happens.
I'm going to my team, the Indianapolis Colts versus the Cowboys, under 10.5. The Cowboys are winning this game. It's going to be a blowout. What the Cowboys defense is about to do to Matt Ryan, I wouldn't be surprised at the press conference Matt Ryan announces that he's going to retire at the end of the season.
Pulling Andrew Luck.
Yes, it's going to
Because
be
the O-line is
100%.
struggling this year. You guys were supposed to have a very powerhouse O-line. They're very disappointing.
They're struggling
this
with
year.
injuries. Clinton Nelson's been in and out of the lineup. And also the defense is not playing great because Shaq Leonard, former Darius Leonard, has been hurt. Like they're going to get. I know.
It might be a trap game. Who knows?
They're
Still
going to
got
get
some-
blown
still
out.
got some
Listen,
great
like, I
players.
like what I saw somewhat from the Eagles game up until the last. I watched the Pittsburgh Steelers game, and they ain't called no timeout. And I'm like, bro, now you're going up against this hot offense in Dallas and this
Yeah.
great defense in Dallas, and Matt Ryan's going to get eaten alive. They're going to get eaten alive.
We'll see what.
And my dad's
game
going to
plan-
clown me because he's a Cowboy fan. So
Is he really?
Yes.
That's gonna be funny. We'll see what Saturday has drawn up for the Dallas defense.
Ugh.
Well, speaking of Saturday, let's get into the Rowan preview. You do have a couple matches coming up. So why don't you start us off, Rob?
So I'll start us off with the men's and women's swimming team. After dropping their first meet this year, the men's squad has won 3 straight, defeating 2 NJAC opponents along the way. Then on the women's side, they've also won 3 straight, improving to 3-2 on the year. Both the men and women will head over to the WPI Gompe Invitational on Friday, December 2nd, and will compete throughout the weekend. So good luck to both squads.
I'm going men's basketball tomorrow at 3 p.m. where the Rowan men's basketball team will take on William Patterson, an NJAC matchup. Rowan is currently 3-2 and has won 2 straight NJAC games against Stockton, a hated rival, and TCNJ, where Marcellus Roth put up 19 and Josh Wright, a fellow Josh, put up 18. The game, as I said, will take place Saturday at the SB. I'll be there Saturday to help produce. So I'm thinking also Rowan's going to win.
Hope so.
So I think that'll do us for here at All Access. Thank you so much for tuning in the whole semester. I'm Spencer Reyes. He's Rob Updike, and that's Josh Counts.
Also, shout out, bro. I like that sweater, bro. That shirt
Stop,
is
bro.
fire.
And
This is
shout
the
out
first
his
time I've
sweater.
And you got
pulled
the
out.
chain on, bro? I like the fit. I like
Josh,
the fit.
you always know what to say.
I
You
know.
always know what to say.
Thank you.
They started arguing, and now they're not. They're best buds, and we'll take it
course.
there. Have a great night.